everyone, Tanse, and welcome to a very special Halloween edition of Indigenous Art Adventures. Yes, that's right. My name is Lance Cardinal. I'm from the Bigstone Cree Nation in Treaty 8 territory, and I'm so excited to have you here again today to share an amazing art project for Halloween that is so much fun, and of course, teach you some Cree culture. And speaking of Cree culture, I think we should start our day like we always do, and that's with the Cree word of the day. And today's Cree word is Cîpay. That's right, Cîpay. And that is the Cree word for ghost. And of course, ghost gives you a small clue of what today's amazing craft is going to be. Are you ready to see it? Okay, check it out. Here it is. Today we're going to make these. Check it out. Little ghost lights. Oh my gosh, these are so cute, so much fun, and actually not too hard to make for you and your entire family. So we're gonna get all the supplies together and make it work. Asai Chi, are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do today, as we always do, is get together all the supplies we need to make it happen. Okay, so here we go. The supplies down here, perfect. All right, now for this project, we're gonna need some cheesecloth or gauze, some white glue, a full bottle is best. We're gonna need some water, which we have right here. I'm gonna need some black felt or sponge, which I have here. We're gonna need 3 styrofoam balls, just like this. 6 little dowels like this. Sticks or dowels, whatever you got. Mini light string, which I have right here. Perfect little mini light string, awesome. Scissors, yes I do, right here. Some glue, which I have a glue gun right down here, ready to go, perfect. And what else do we need? Oh, some cling wrap. Yes, right here, I have some plastic cling wrap, perfect. Okay, and some popsicle sticks for stirring things up. Now you're also gonna need a container like this to make your sort of mix later on. So think about that ahead of time. You need a place to mix your glue and water together. All right, now that we have all our supplies together, let's begin the project. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do today is to cut our gauze or our cheesecloth. Now you can buy this cheesecloth anywhere. Grocery stores have them. Your local grocery store will have them wherever you shop at, but you can also check your art store. But something like this, gauzy and sort of see-through will work. You can use anything that's like that, even a sheer fabric, whatever you have at home. Don't forget, there's no rules to doing this. It's all whatever you have, make it work. All right, so we're gonna cut our gauze or our cheesecloth into 9-inch squares, about that big, just enough to make a little ghost. You can always test it on your hand to see if it's the right size, which that looks absolutely perfect. So this is great. So I've already cut these squares into 9-inch squares, so that's perfect. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is to get ready our styrofoam balls. Okay, so we have 3 styrofoam balls here, but we're gonna be making 6 ghosts today, but we don't need the full ball, just half of it. So my suggestion is to cut one of the styrofoam balls in half, and then you'll have sort of a half and half. What do I see here? Oh, yes. So we have one sort of like this. So I've cut one in half. Right here you can see it. There's 2 sides to it, which is perfect. Now you want to get one that's probably about 1.5 inches big to make it work. It can be whatever size you want, but remember, whatever size you do this, whatever size you choose for that ball, that's the size of your ghost. Now the best thing for this part is to get a stick like this to put it on top so you can have somewhere to put your ghost on, just like this. That's going to be a good place to drape it over, just like that, okay? Now I have some made ahead of time. Let's check them all out here. So a bunch like this. Now we're going to just do work on one ghost today, but you're going to repeat this 6 times than what I'm going to show you so you can make yourself a 6-string ghost, okay? So I have one of these ready to go. I'll use this one here. Now you're gonna need something like this styrofoam circle or something where you can put your ghost on to hold it while you're making your project. So something like that is perfect. It keeps it standing up straight and you can work easily like this. Okay, so you can use styrofoam base or you can use plasticine or even a jar of sand, whatever you have at home that's gonna work for you. All right, so we have this ready to go. Our next step is to cover it with some cling wrap. Now this is sort of a plastic cling wrap you can get at home in your mom's drawer or your cookum or whoever you're living with probably has some of this stuff at home. You put it over top of sandwiches. This is gonna be a protection to make sure that your gauze or your cheesecloth doesn't stick to your styrofoam after it's dry. So we're gonna wrap that around the top, just like this, sort of twisting it around the back so that it's all wrapped up perfectly. All right, here we go. Nice, love that. Okay, we are done with that. That is ready to go. Now we're gonna make our mix. So we'll put that aside for now and get our container together. Now we're gonna use this container, but use whatever container you have at home, a bowl, whatever you have that's best. Now I have this glue here. I'm gonna use the full bottle. I do recommend using the full bottle for this. We're gonna fill the whole thing up with glue, just like this. Oh, goopy glue. So important. Now this is gonna make a liquidy paste that's gonna stiffen up our cheesecloth so that it has a stiff shape when it hangs, okay? There we go, perfect. So we have a whole bottle of glue just like that. And what we want to do next after this is put some water. Now you want to put about the same amount of water that we have with glue, so it's kind of a 1-to-1 ratio. Now I'm going to use my eye and just pour some of this water in there. About the same amount, yes, perfect. And we stir it up. Now you can use popsicle sticks to stir, or you can use a utensil at home, but be sure if you're going to use a utensil from mom and dad's cupboard that you wash it right away. You don't want that glue to stick, and make sure and ask permission if you're not old enough to do this on your own. Ask someone for help. Don't forget, you can always ask for help. Our friends and families and loved ones are always willing to help us, and it's better to do something with somebody else. It's so much more fun. Okay, so I've mixed my glue and my water equal parts together to make this liquidy syrup we're gonna have here, and that's gonna be the fun part, which is now to dip our gauze into our liquid. It's so messy, so be sure if you, if you're working at home, to put something out on the table to protect the table. Newspaper or garbage bags, anything to protect where you're working. This is gonna be messy. Now you can wear gloves if you want, and an apron if you want to protect your clothes, but be careful, okay? So here we go. What we're gonna do is take some of this gauze, one sheet here, which is, about 9 inches. So we're gonna dip it into the water just like this. Put that aside for now. Dip it in there. Get it all nice and goopy, just like that. And then we're gonna wring it out till it's all, just like that. So messy, so much fun to do. All right, so we get that done, perfect. Now we have this beautiful piece of fabric that is all wet and ready to go. We're gonna put this juice aside for now, perfect, and bring this to the middle here. Okay, so the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna add our fabric that is covered in a glue mix over our styrofoam ball, just like this. Perfect. And you can already see that it has the shape of a ghost just from hanging like that, which is beautiful. So we make sure that it hangs properly. Sometimes the edges will get a little bit bunched up, but you want to make sure that however this fabric looks now, that's how it's going to stay hard once it dries. So the glue in the water is going to create sort of like a stiffening agent, and it's going to create the ghost. Now you can also use Mod Podge if you want. You don't have to use glue. If you don't have this kind of glue at home, you can use Mod Podge, which is available at any craft store, and that's also a good substitute. Okay, so we have our ghost now. Check it out. Looking really, really cool. Now you want to do this 6 times. So you want to put together 6 different ghosts to make this project work. Now this is going to take about 4 hours dry time. If not, best to leave it overnight so that the next day you're fresh again to go and ready to work. But I have one all done, so I'm going to pull it out now. And here it is. This one I made yesterday. It is all dry and ready to be made into a ghost. So exciting. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is carefully remove this from the styrofoam ball, just like this. Ooh, perfect. And you can put that aside. We don't need that anymore. And check it out. Oh my goodness, the ghost is so stiff and cool and perfect. And look at that. That's going to be really perfect for our ghost project. All right, so we have it all done. It's all stiff. It's time to decorate our ghost. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this part is we're gonna add a face on our ghost. You want a smiley face on our ghost, something spooky eyes, so we're gonna use some of our black foam. Now you can also use black felt if you want. Doesn't have to be this foam. I'm using this foam because that's what I have available to me today. And we're gonna cut out with our scissors little circles for eyes out of our black foam. Now I've already cut out some pieces, already ready to go, and we're gonna go ahead and glue those on. So like I was saying before, you can use a glue gun to do this, but you can also use regular glue, whatever's best for you. And the glue guns are very hot, so if you're going to use a glue gun, be sure and ask someone to help you if you need to. Don't be afraid to ask for help. This can be very dangerous, okay? Perfect, 2 little eyes, which I love, just like that. Looks so cute. And the next step is to put a mouth on. Now I think I'm gonna do a mouth going, ooh, just like that, which is so fun. So we're gonna glue that in the bottom part right there. Perfect. And there is our ghost mouth, just like that. Love that, perfectly cool. Check it out. But now we have our ghost. It's all done. And now the next part is to put it on the light string. So you probably have 6 of these ready to go. And where's our light string of ghosts? Oh, here they are. So you can see here with this sample, I made 6 ghosts, and these have all sorts of different faces. Some have angry faces, smiling faces, happy faces, sad faces. Do whatever's best for you and your project, okay? Put that aside for now. Okay, let's get our light string now. So I got this light string from Amazon, but you can also get it from the craft store or the dollar store. They have these kind of light strings everywhere, and they're so cheap and so inexpensive, and it's perfect. Now this one's really long, so what you can do is only fill part of it at the end. You can tape off all the lights you don't want to be seen, and then add your ghost wherever you want. But you want to make sure those little lights are inside the ghost to really light it up, okay? So we're gonna get our ghost. Where'd our ghosty go? Ghosty, oh, here it is. Our ghosty's here, and we're gonna put a little slit on the side to get the lights through. So get our little scissors, make one little cut, right sort of on where the ears would be of our ghost. It's the best place to cut it, right where the ears go. So we're gonna cut one side, cut the other side, just a tiny little slit, not too big. You don't want it to slide around too much. And we're gonna take our wire, and we're gonna put it in through our ghost's head. Now this can be a little bit tricky, but if you try hard, you'll definitely get it. So we went through here, and then we want to go through the other side. Put your hand right up inside there. Find that hole. It's kind of like sewing. Like your mom or dad or Kokum or Muslim, whoever sews in your family, probably has the same issue trying to get that needle and through that thread. Oh, there we go. Or the thread through the needle. Perfect. Okay, now we have the string through the ghost just like that. Check it out. We're going to turn the lights on. And this ghost has little blue lights, which are perfect. And check it out, so cool. Our ghost is done. Now you can also glue the ghost right on the wire if you want to make it stay in place so it doesn't slide around too easily. But as you can see, they move quite well, which is cool. Now, so let's get our finished string of lights and we'll try and turn them on, see how it looks. All right, ghosties, come on up here. Oh, here they are, our ghosts. I'm gonna turn them on. And check it out. All these ghosties, so cool, so cute, and so much fun to hang in your home, on your patio, on Halloween Day. Also a fun project to do with you and your family, so that's even more exciting. Well, everyone, that concludes this very special Halloween edition of Indigenous Art Adventures. Hope you had a great time today. I always love spending time with you. It's the best part of my day. Oh, and don't forget about our Cree word of the day. Do you remember what it was? That's right. Cîpay. Yes, Cîpay. And that is the Cree word for ghost. All right, everyone, have a great day. Have a safe Halloween. And remember, may the Creator watch over you as long as the sun shines, the grass grows, and the river flows. See y'all later. Bye now.